The Elgato Stream Deck, and do you need it? Are you looking to upgrade from the 6-button mini to the 15-button regular? Or are you just looking in the market, been looking at videos of it, and decided that, man, I'm just going to watch one more video and then I'll make my decision? Well, if you have, then you're in the right spot. My name's Dante, and I'll be your stream guide for today. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we get started, if you know any stream items you think are a must for streaming, or you think that, gotta do a video on this, is a great topic, then let me know down in the comments. I'll go ahead and look at it, I'll go ahead and do my research, and then I'll make a video. I may even buy the item and then do a video just so I can do a more in-depth video. Also, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I release videos weekly. It's going to be on streaming content. It's going to be on streaming items. Just make sure to tune in. First thing we're going to be doing today is we're going to be talking about the two different types of stream decks. Well, technically there's three, but we're going to be talking about two. We're going to be talking about the Elgato Mini Stream Deck, and we're going to be talking about the Elgato Stream Deck, which is their regular version of the Stream Deck. Today we won't be talking about the XL, basically the XL Stream Deck, just because I don't have it and I don't want to make a video trying to explain the details, explain how big it is, explain the size and all the features if I don't have it. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you the main difference is the Elgato XL Stream Deck has 32 buttons. The Stream Deck regular has 15, and the small one, the Mini, has 6 buttons. The Elgato Stream Deck comes in all different shapes and sizes. If you can see, as you've seen, as we talked about earlier, it goes from 6 buttons to 15 buttons to 32 buttons. Or if you just don't have the budget you need to buy even a 6-button one, because even a 6-button one is $100. If you don't have that in the budget, Elgato does have a phone application. I mean, you do have to pay for it, but it's no $100 application. Okay, it's a lot cheaper. It's gonna get you the same bang for your buck, and you can use your smartphone to do it. Let's get started talking about the smallest physical stream deck Elgato, the Stream Deck Mini. The Stream Deck Mini is going to cost you about $99.99 plus tax plus shipping. So it's going to be around $100. It is going to be the smallest physical stream deck that you can get. So if you're thinking about, I'm just starting out, I'm just getting started in my career, then the smallest one may just be for you, just to get a hang of it. If you like it, I mean, you can always go and buy the $150 one. If you really like it, you can upgrade all the way to the XL. But the Stream Deck Mini comes with an integrated 4-foot 11-inch USB 2.0 cable. Now remember, guys, some of y'all have really large desks like I do. That 4-foot 11-inch cable, if you're really trying to cable manage, may be hard. So make sure to work out where you're gonna put the Stream Deck before you buy it and before you decide on which one you want. Okay. Also, it does have a USB 2.0 connection. So most computers nowadays, they do have all USB 2.0s. Some have USB 3.0s. If you have a newer computer, you'll have more 3.0 connections and 2.0 connections. Some of the older computers only have 2.0 connections. But as long as you have a USB connection on your computer, the Elgato Stream Deck should work with it. It does have 2 rows of 3 LCD keys, so it does have 6 LCD keys in total. The LCD keys on the Stream Deck Mini and on all the Stream Decks are backlit. You can change all the icons. You can even use GIFs. You can do whatever you need to do. You can make your Stream Deck look amazing. I recommend if you get it, customize it, use it to its fullest potential. Okay. All right. The Stream Deck Mini is gonna weigh around 160 grams, which is actually pretty light, but it's actually really sturdy. It's not going anywhere on the desk. You press it hard, it's not going to break. If you squeeze it, it's not going to break. If it falls off the table, it's not going to break. It's pretty sturdy. However, if you don't have something for it to stand on, if you press the keys too hard, you will slide your Stream Deck back. And then the more you press it, the more it'll just get further and the more you'll be reaching and getting up. It's just make sure you have something for it to sit on that, it's not, I wouldn't say a smooth wood finish or a smooth glass finish. Just make sure something that it's not gonna move around. Like if you got extra space on your mouse pad, put it on there. It'll at least stop it from sliding back as much as it will slide back. The Stream Deck Mini does not have an adjustable stand. So if you're looking for that perfect angle, you're not gonna get it with the Stream Deck Mini. It comes at one height. Comes basically, you buy it, you put it there. Unless you put it on some books, unless you prop it up, you're not gonna be able to adjust the height. However, if you do want to adjust the height, if you are somebody who's like, man, I need it in this spot, I need it at this angle, and it's gonna be perfect, you may just want to go ahead and invest the extra $50. Go ahead and buy the Stream Deck. That one does have an adjustable stand. It also does have a removable stand, so you can really put it in a lot of different places, a lot of different angles if you really want to. With that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the Stream Deck. For this video, I'm just gonna call it the Stream Deck regular, just because every time I say Stream Deck, I might be talking about the Mini, the XL. Let's just call it the Stream Deck regular. Now, the main difference between this one and the Mini is the Mini has 2 rows of 3 buttons, so 6 buttons total. This one has 3 rows and 5 buttons, so 15 buttons total. So if you really want something, if you're a medium streamer, if you're really looking to go full-time streaming, and this is something that you need to decide on early, whether or not you need to invest 100 or 150, because there's no point investing 100 and getting a Stream Deck Mini, and 2 months later turning around and invest another 150 just to get the extra buttons that you get. You know, with this one you get 15, with the Mini you get 6. Another difference this one's gonna have, does have that adjustable stand. The stand can adjust to 8 different heights. Also, you can remove the stand, so if you really are trying to customize on you have something that's going to put it at the perfect height, you can go ahead and take the stand off and just have it sit on that. Otherwise, you have 8 different options on how high or how low the stand can sit. The stand's going to be a stand, okay? Stand's not going to be the heaviest, the most heavy set metal stand, but it is going to be a stand that is going to be able to hold it. If you do press buttons too hard, like I said with the Mini, you will slide it back and forth. So just find something with a little bit of traction, something that you can set it on that'll just, ease, so when you're really trying to switch a lot of things fast on your Stream Deck, it doesn't slide all the way to the back of the table. This one's also going to weigh a little more than the Mini. This one weighs 190 grams instead of 160, so it is going to be a little bit more sturdy, but that is because it's a little bit bigger than the Mini, of course. So it is going to be a little sturdy. Cord length is still going to be something that I wish it'd be a little longer. The cord length is going to be the same length as the 4'11" inches. It's going to be the same length as the Mini one. So if you're looking for something with an extra cord length, right now they don't have it. You may just have to buy, a USB extender or USB port, external port that you can plug in, put it closer to it. Now, what can the Stream Deck do for you? For that, we're going to just go ahead and we're going to open up Streamlabs OBS. I'm going to go ahead and open up a screen capture so you can look at it. So we'll be right back in a second. Alright guys, we're back. Now we're going to go ahead and look at my desktop. We're going to go ahead and look at the Stream Deck, what you download as soon as you get a Stream Deck. There's instructions on, just go to the website, download it. First thing this will pop up. It'll pop up with only one thing. But this is what it's going to look like from your desktop. This is basically what you're going to get when you buy it. There's going to be all these options on the right side. The advanced launcher and the OBS and the custom were downloaded. They're downloaded by going to more actions, and this will pop up and it'll show you all the other stuff, all the other mods that people have made that you can download. But just make it a little easier to automate, to get everything in one spot so you don't have to go around your computer looking at stuff. So, of course, if you stream to Twitch, you can open up this tab, download or drag all the stuff in here that you use, so you don't have to go to Twitch and have to try to set up everything else. Most of Twitch's stuff is right in here. And drag it, drop it here. I'll drag and drop. Like if you want to put a chat message out, you just link your account and everything. I use Mixer right now, so Twitch is not really something I use a lot. I used to use it, but now I don't use it a lot. But we'll go ahead and start and look at what it can do for you. Like my one is my light that's on me right now. I click it, of course the light goes off. I click it again, the light comes back on. Click number 2, that's the light behind us. That's my fiance's light. You can see a little bit change in the background. Now I have 9 and 42%. What those two are right here, 9 to 42%, those are my light brightness. I game, I put it on 9, so that's what it'll look like when I game. When I'm doing videos, I put it on 42%, so that's what it'll look like. Also, I have my Adobe suite right here. I go in here, it shows all the Adobe applications I use, all my quick hotkeys for stuff. I'm making new icons and stuff, go to Photoshop, Spark. I'm doing website stuff, I go to Dreamweaver. All right, the main thing that I wanted to show y'all is in my streaming setup, streaming settings, and one right here. Look, this yellow icon, I love it. It switched my sound between my speakers and sound between my headset. So I'm streaming, I'm playing games, I want my sound to be on my headset. Or if I'm not playing games and I just want to watch YouTube videos or I want to watch other streamers, I switch it back to my desk, or I switch it back to my speaker so I don't have to sit here and put my headset on the whole time. Let's go ahead and go into my streaming file. This is what it looks like right here. Basically, when I start streaming, I basically press the top 3, like in order. You can press them as fast as you want. They'll all light up. It'll show stuff. There'll be a check mark when you do it. Here, I'll go ahead and demonstrate. I'm gonna press this button right here, the Twitter button. When I press it, there's a check mark that actually goes on my thing. It'll send a thing out saying, "Hey guys, I'm streaming." And also I got my scenes right here. There's just quick scenes. It goes from starting soon, live, a button that actually makes me live to record and starts to stream, and then pause screen, ending soon screen. This one shows how many viewers I have. This one lets me delete the chat. This one lets me slow the chat down. So all of this is inside one button. So essentially this is a folder. With folders you can drag them. Say you only have 15 buttons, or say you only have 6 buttons, and you really want to maximize the use. I recommend making 6 folders of things you use, so you can go into it like this and you'll still have more and more buttons that you can use. And also you can nest folders. So I can have a folder inside a folder inside a folder. You can have multiple buttons, or not multiple buttons, but you can have more. I'm trying to think of the word, I'm losing the word. You can have more hotkeys available to you. Now, one hotkey can do multiple things. So one hotkey can, like, I'll click on my brightness or my audio. It changes it from input devices, from my speakers to my headset. You can have one button do multiple things. That's what shines in the Stream Deck. Is I can do everything in one button, or I can separate out into separate buttons. I can press in side by side if I really want the complete control over my setup, which I do have, which I like having all the buttons viewable. With all of that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get on to the cons that I think of the Stream Deck. The Stream Deck Mini only has 6 buttons. For me, that's a con. The lowest should be 10. 6 buttons, if you do any streaming, you'll know after 6 buttons just isn't enough. 10 buttons is enough after working with it. Let's just leave it at that. All right. Another thing is the short USB cable. If you are a fan of cable management and have an outrageous setup that deserves the respect on stream that everybody comes to look at, like you've thought of it for 2 years, spent $10,000 on it, spent $5,000 on it, and it's amazing. So just about 5-foot cable may throw a wrench in that. The cable should have at least been removable, so you can buy an extendable, or so you can buy a longer cable cord, or they should have offered options in it, because that really throws a damper in things. I mean, and the stand for the Stream Deck regular, it's a little on the flimsy side. I'd rather see a little more heavy, I guess, duty metal used, or a little more sturdy stand used, because if you try to adjust it, you want to adjust it to a different height, it starts falling, and it just gets crazy. It just gets everywhere. All right. And one more con for it is just it only supports Windows 10 and Mac software only. I mean, I understand we skipped Windows 9 and went to Windows 10, but can we get a Windows 8 support? Now, I know Windows 8 is not gonna last for too much longer, but I do have it on some laptops, so I would love to use it there. With the cons being said, let's go ahead and move into the pros. The pros are easy setup. I mean, it took me 30 minutes to get it up and running. It took me another probably 15 to try to really look into it and try to set up my stream folder the way I wanted it. That's only because I didn't want to just go ahead and get started. I wanted to look at it, make sure I knew what I wanted and where I wanted it. Also, some pros are, I mean, you can nest items in the folders, that in itself makes it worth it to me, because I mean, you can do so much with being able to drop a folder into a folder into a folder, with drop items into items into items onto the Stream Deck. That just, I mean, it's just amazing. There's unlimited opportunities and limited options with it. Also, you can make pictures, you can make GIFs. I mean, you could drop both of those as your backgrounds. There's a bunch of creativity you can get into this. So nobody's Stream Deck's gonna look alike unless you literally went to your friend's house, stole his icons, came back, put them on. I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna go to anybody's house and steal the Stream icons or pictures for the Stream Deck, but who knows? My final thoughts on the Stream Deck are: if you're in the market, if you're looking for one, now's the time to get one. Now's the time to go ahead and invest. Now's the time to go ahead and get used to it. I mean, Stream Deck, as I've explained earlier, it has multiple options. It makes everything easier. It makes gaming easier. It makes streaming easier. It also looks good sitting on the desk. A lot of people are gonna like it. I mean, it's just the whole package for what they were intending for. So if you are in the market, just go ahead, spend the $100, spend the $150. Some people that's gonna be a stretch. Some people may just want to go ahead and get the mobile. But if you're gonna do that, at least experiment with it and decide whether or not you actually want the physical version of the Stream Deck and not just the mobile. Don't buy the mobile and stick with the mobile. Use the mobile to eventually bridge to the physical 6 or physical 15 button. Or if you're feeling spicy, get the big 32 button. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today. I mean, I can talk about the Stream Deck all day long and still be talking about it, but we're just gonna end it here today. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any comments, you can post a comment down in the comments, or you can join my stream. I stream every Monday and Tuesday from 7 to midnight. Just stop by, we can talk about Stream Deck, or we can just talk about other stream related items. Alright guys, see you next time.
Okay, so we've got a slight problem with these two buttons, the bottom left one and the top middle one. When I press other buttons, it triggers both of these. So both of these must have a hardware fault underneath them. It wasn't doing it for a while, but then it started up again. I thought it was something else. So you can see on the other page, it's currently triggering. That's on page 2. If we go to page 1, it's triggering this. I'm not pressing anything, and that button isn't set to a latch or toggle, so it shouldn't be doing that when I'm not pressing it. I press this down arrow here. It's now still triggering the down arrow. And then if I hit the up arrow here, and then triggers a different button. So you see, I just pressed this, triggered that button, and now it's holding down this button. Let's see if I press that, and then it jumps up. So when I press that button, it triggers that button. So there's something going on. These buttons aren't linked in it anyway. I haven't linked them at all. There's no action programmed into it. This is just this button should just switch back to page 1. So this is a hardware fault. This is a hardware fault between these two buttons.